Hi, welcome to my channel, True Divine 44. I'm Jennifer Roberts, and this is your invitation to the daily energies for the 15th of January 2020. So, where the other day I did these daily readings, it was very much divine feminine energy coming through in spades. Today, it's very much divine masculine energy coming through in spades. In that, where the Empress was very pivotal to the last daily reading, the Emperor is pivotal to this daily reading. So the Emperor and the Empress being on par with each other, being the ultimate divine feminine and divine masculine energy in their own rights. So where the last daily energies was very intuitive, very feeling, very nurturing, very gentle. This is more action, it's more masculine, it's more do something, be something, go somewhere. You know, it's very moving on. Come on, action, action. So the Emperor, he has the energy of real authority. He knows who he is. He knows what needs to be done, and he doesn't mind getting it done. He sees the way, and he doesn't sort of sit around waiting very much. He's in a very action state. He's ready and able, very, very able. So this card is inviting you to realize your own powers in your masculinity, whether you're male or female. You can delve into that divine masculinity, in that you can be brave enough to take the steps that you've maybe been procrastinating on, to do something, to fulfill that action, to start something off or to finish something off. There's no fear here with this card. There's no worry, there's no self-doubt with this card. It's an invitation to step into your action-packed power and get done what needs to be done. Get done the things that you need to fulfill a purpose, to fulfill an aspiration, a goal, a dream. Now is the time to do the physical part of it, to get that done. Where we have the Hermit card, again, a divine masculine energy. And to me, the Hermit card can seem very gentle. And from the outside, it might look like somebody who is embodying the Hermit card isn't doing very much action at all. But it's the absolute opposite. Where people are most afraid to do the action is going inside and doing the inner work. The Hermit is the warrior that is not afraid of the dark corners inside. It's not afraid of the dark corners in the mind. This card, along with the Emperor, is a very powerful, masculine orb of energy. And where the Hermit has a lantern, this is your divine light. It's your inner knowings that there's something niggling, maybe something that is maybe an ego, a label that you've put around yourself or allowed others to put around yourself. Maybe some traumas, hurts and pains that you haven't managed to let go of yet, and do the action to go within and face them and transmute them, all action, into something positive, i.e. the lessons that you can take from a cycle that you were in. Letting go of a cycle that you know no longer serves you. Again, all action. Where you would, a lot of people can get very frightened of, they would rather face a burglar or a murderer sometimes than face their inner self, face their inner egos that they've built up around a situation, around a cycle, around a trauma. The Hermit has no fear of this. And along with the backing of the Emperor, there's a real calling today that if you know you have, and we all do have, because we have constant weeding to do in our inner grounds, in our inner thoughts. If you know there's something, a cycle, a label that you've put on yourself, a thought pattern, a limiting thought pattern, this is calling you and telling you that you have the ability to go within and be the warrior of the hermit, and be the authority over self, be the authority over any self-doubt, knowing that you have the divine feminine energy from the other day to nurture, to hold you through, to hold space and time for you, to help you meditate, to help you go into a quiet space in your mind in order to fulfill the action of the hermit. You now have the Emperor backing up that hermit card to say you can do this, you will do this. This ultimately, I feel, will be a key for a lot of you to unlocking a new cycle, a new beginning, things that you've wanted to happen, things that you've wanted to get done, things that the aspirations that you've had, the goals that you've had, but something has been blocking you. 9 times out of 10, if not more, it is always self-blocking self. These limiting thoughts, these limiting thought patterns, these cycles that we get stuck in. The only reason we ever go round and round in the same cycle, just different characters within each one, but the same lessons that need to be learned, is because we don't do the hermit. It's because we're not an authority over self, like the Emperor. So doing this work brings in this King of Swords, who again, very masculine, very divine masculine, all of these masculine, in that he's authority again, but he's a clear thinker. So can you see that once you've done these two, this process, all of a sudden this clear discerning thought pattern comes in, this clarity of thought, this knowing of where you need to go next, where you need to plant your feet next, where you need to walk to next, where you need to go and see, go and do, go and be next. So, and he has no doubt over self. He's a very fair king. He's a very honest king in his divinity. But he doesn't suffer fools. So again, a very supportive energy for you not to repeat cycles or repeat groups of people or relationships that have maybe held you in a cycle that didn't serve you or that wasn't serving you anymore. You can also very clearly see the lessons that can be taken from these two cards here, from whatever crops up on your inner ground work, your hermit work. You can very clearly take away the good things out of that. It's discernment, discernment, discernment. This king has integrity. He has wisdom. Where we consider the hermit card for this day, for the 15th, know that it's okay to lock yourself away from other people for this time, to have some solitude and not feel any guilt for sitting down, doing some gardening, going for a walk, anything that gets you into that meditative state that can cut out all of the outside noise to allow you to go inside and see what needs to be resolved, see what needs to be transmuted into something that is good for you. Again, like I said before, the hermit can often look like somebody's doing nothing, but actually they're doing the most important work they could possibly be doing for self, and therefore everyone else around them. The underlying energy of this being the Ace of Coins. Again, action, bringing in the fruition of all of this new clarity, of all of this new space and time for something new, something creative to manifest in the physical, something material that you can use. An abundance that can sustain you physically, which is just as important as this spiritual work. Everything has to be in balance. So all of this reading being very, very masculine, go-getting energy today. So I wish you all of the best on your action-packed inner adventure. Be brave, be strong and be bold. It's you facing you. There is nothing to fear. There's nothing you can't handle. Any pains, hurts, traumas, worries that you've put off and put off and put off, and you think you're doing yourself a favour by putting said things off, but it's just weighing you down constantly. You do this work, this invitation that the cards have given you today. Your shoulders are going to feel so light. You'll be swinging your arms back and forth and probably skipping down the street. So get the work done if this resonates with you. To be honest, I don't know who this couldn't resonate with, because we could all do with regular inner work, constant inner work. So wishing you much, much love. Be balanced, be whole, lovely, beautiful people. Mwah.